So it's about the end of 2019 and I figured I'm gonna go for a new look. So already got the hairdo, so we're about to do this in 3, 2, 1. What's up everybody, Merry Christmas y'all. It is your guy Josh aka Rezrection, and today I wanted to share with you guys a new pickup in my sneaker collection. These right here are dubbed as the men's Air Jordan 4 Retro Winterized. However, I've heard a lot of people refer to these as the M&M4s, which if you guys don't know is a really expensive sneaker. Check out the price on StockX and all that on eBay or wherever. It's insanely high. Moving on to the details of this sneaker. Now, this sneaker kind of looks purple when I first saw it, but it is actually blue. As you can see, it's a very dark blue, and it is a really nice sneaker overall. I don't think Jordan Brand really released any Jordan, not to my knowledge, that has this kind of color, except for the M&M4s, as I mentioned. So this is kind of like a poor man's M&M4s, whatever you want to call them. Hey, I'm digging them because I've always wanted the M&M4s. I love the Jordan 4s as just the whole aesthetic in general of this model, so it is really nice to have this sneaker in this colorway. This sneaker only comes with one set of laces, which are the black ones that are default on this shoe. Now typically your Air Jordan 4s will come with that netting, however they did swap it out this time on this shoe. They swapped it out with this synthetic rubber material, which is designed to repel any sort of like wet, snow, and harsh weather conditions that you guys might be wearing these sneakers out to. So they did that to basically combat the weather, and it's a really nice touch because it feels like it's very durable. One thing that also struck me was the tongue material. Now the material that was used on the top of the tongue area is kind of like that of that synthetic leather on the side where the mesh is supposed to be on your typical Air Jordan 4, so that's also really nice. The tongue is also featured with a Jumpman in black, as well as the Flight that is in cursive in red. Inside of the sneaker you have a black insole with the red Jumpman along with the size. Moving on to the sole of the sneaker, there is really nothing unique or different from your typical Air Jordan 4s. You have your traditional traction that your Air Jordan 4 sole would have. The only difference is that the Jumpman and the little color right here that they use is habanero red, which is that of the inlining of the tongue. And like most Air Jordan 4s, you do have that painted midsole, and this time they use black and white, which is a traditional common color block that they use for midsoles on the Air Jordan 4. Moving on to the back of the sneaker, you have your heel tab to hold in place, which has got that loyal blue color along with a black Jumpman right in the middle of the back of the sneaker. My personal thoughts on this sneaker: I really like this sneaker. You know, at first when I first saw these stock photos, I thought that this sneaker was gonna instantly sell out because it was that reminiscent of the M&M4s. However, it didn't, and they're still sitting on shelves, and I'm very shocked, though I'm not surprised. You know, I know a lot of sneaker releases have just dropped in this month of December alone, so you know, for the $200 price tag that the sneaker was marketed at, you know, I know it's a bit steep for a lot of sneakerheads, but this one right here was something that I wanted. It's a very nice sneaker, and it is nice, you know, when it rains and it pours here in California, I don't really have anything to wear to really combat against that weather out there with the rain, so this will be definitely a nice choice. I think the only Air Jordans and just sneakers I wear out there in the rain are like beaters, of course, or shoes with that of a patent leather material. You know what the wild thing is about this sneaker was that I actually signed up for raffles in store prior to these releasing on Sneakers app, and I signed up at like 3 different stores with my homie, and they didn't even know about this sneaker coming out. They were just like, what are you signing up for? The Bread 11s already came out. And I was like telling them, yo, I want to get the Air Jordan 4s, the Winterized 4s, and they were like, Winterized 4s? So they were going through the releases, and one of the employees there yelled at their manager or whoever, and they were like, hey, so-and-so, are we getting the Winterized 4s? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, okay, I guess our chances are good. So we signed up for the raffle. Come, you know, release or whatever they call the raffle, the winners and stuff, they didn't even give me a call. And the wild thing about it was I went there the next morning and they actually still had them on shelves, and they had a full-size run. So I have reason to believe that these employees just forgot about it and they didn't care about it. They're like, whatever, they can pick it up later because we're gonna have a whole size run. And that's exactly what happened. Not a single pair sold out from what I saw. I'm personally glad. You know, I could have probably waited. You know, I could probably still return this pair and wait for these to go on sale. I think they will go on sale, but I think once they do, they will not sit on shelves for very long. I could be wrong. That's just kind of my inside gut feeling telling me, because I've been buying Jordans and sneakers for a very long time, and I've kind of noticed a lot of trends, especially with Air Jordans. Unless the Air Jordan is like a really high sought out colorway or just like a hype collaboration sneaker, chances are it's not gonna sell out. And it's just been so flooded with Air Jordans in the market, so it's just so oversaturated now. So it's really, I guess it's a double-edged sword. I mean, I'm personally not complaining. I love the fact that Air Jordans are more available now to your typical consumer, like myself and many others included. And my final verdict on this sneaker, to rate this from a scale of 1 to 10, I'm definitely gonna give this a 9, a solid 9, for the simple fact that it is really nice in the sense that the materials they use are built to handle a lot of harsh weather conditions, so the durability is good. The color scheme is really nice. You know, I feel like you could really rock this with some dark jeans, or even just like some nice denim jeans and this sneaker, and it'll really make the sneaker pop. You know, one thing that I wish that they did with the sneaker is that they included some red laces, or this habanero red laces, because I think that with the laces swapped out, these would be so fire. The thing I noticed about this sneaker is that it did not come with that Air Jordan, the Jumpman hang tag like your typical Air Jordan 4s and 3s would come with. I don't know if Jordan Brand like decided to discontinue that. If they did, that's kind of sad, but you know, it's not a deal breaker. I feel like this sneaker is going to end up being just like that whole Toro 4 Bravo tier sneaker release. When that sneaker came out, nobody wanted the Toros. I think everybody was on the Shadows, the Shadow 1s when those dropped, and then suddenly out of nowhere, the Toro 4s spiked. I'm looking over here because my Toros are right over there, but I feel like this sneaker is on that tier, and eventually it's gonna go up and it's gonna be very expensive. So best cop it now, and you know, before it goes up higher than what it already is. I think they will go on sale at one point. I do think that these sneakers will go on sale eventually. I don't know when, I don't know how long it's gonna be, but I feel like once these go on sale, they're not gonna be on sale for very long, so people are gonna jump on them right away. So if you guys are like that and you're constantly watching, you know, Nike shoes and sneakers in general, and you're waiting for stuff to go on sale, watch this closely, because I feel like these are sleepers, and I feel like once these go on sale, they're just gonna fly off the shelves right away, and then everybody's gonna want them, and then the price will skyrocket. So I don't want to take that chance. Anyways, guys, that is going to wrap up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little review that I did on this whole Winterized 4. Thank you guys for tuning in again. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated with my videos. And happy holidays, and I will see you guys very soon. Stay safe, and one love. Peace.